Hello, Michael. Thank you for your time. You were a consultant and everything. And the interesting point is you made a break. Please tell what happened there.
When I realized that after many years of consulting, I want to do something different. I just felt it. But I was not sure what it will be. The years before that decision, I developed a strong passion for cycling. We set up a cycling network in Vienna Business Cycling, where we are already around 300 people. So it's about cycling and networking. We always have a pause, a break, and then we organize that everyone meets the other persons, so we get to know each other. My baby, so to say, in terms of business, is now a startup I do together with a good friend of mine. He's surgeon, and we've got a platform where you have immersive content for robotic surgery.
It's a training and learning platform.
You can access it in 2D as well, so that's really easy accessible for everyone, for every surgeon who wants to prepare for a certain operation, for a certain surgery, with the robotic-assisted surgery. It's a bit like our brain believes that we did it by ourselves and we experienced it by ourselves. So that's like the difference watching a movie and doing it yourself. It's enormous difference. Theo, my co-founder, he told me about the idea, and instantly I knew that this is something really interesting. I know already about the potential of VR, of 3D. I know that there's much of innovation happening in the health space in the next years, and there's still a gap in many parts, so there's a lot of digitisation to be done.
You do many things in different fields. Which traits of yours brought you so far?
I'm a good example of ambition beats talent. My mom always keeps saying she never knows what will happen to my life because I already changed so much. And when I change, I'm always quite disciplined with the change, and then I'm completely different. Always keeping something, but then there comes something new to it. And I think that's maybe like how I became who I am right now.
Yeah, it works for you.
Yes, for me.
You love to step out of comfort zone.
Yes.
Just something new.
Yeah. I like competition and I like to get better. I love to get better actually. So if it's personal, also like health, fitness, try things all the time, like what can I improve? But also professional-wise, also in business, I like to also always have the numbers in front of me to also see like what works and what does not work. Get also feedback instant from the market, from the clients, and also see like what at the end really brings us success.
You have a role model?
Maybe if you would narrow it down to one person, I think it's really fascinating how Richard Branson is living his life. So being successful business-wise, really having different sorts of businesses, and still always manage to keep his life and the joy in his life.
What's your relationship with nature?
I mean, these are really fascinating situations when you, for example, cycle along a coast where you see the sea. Still, I have to say I'm a city person, so I really love to be in Vienna. It's not that I want to live somewhere far away on the mountain and have my life just there. I think if you have both, that's the best thing that can happen.
What can you take out of your sports experiences to translate it into business language?
The first, and I think it's a really obvious one, is more resilience. There is also the term anti-fragility used, because resilience only means that you are capable of not getting destroyed by something. Yeah? But if you talk about the concept of anti-fragility, it's not just about not getting destroyed, so it's about getting even better when there is an external factor hitting you. Because if you do sports, you always have the situation where you somehow lose track, where it does not go the way that you wanted. And you need to keep on doing, and then at the end, most of the time, you are way happier than before.
Do you have utopia?
In my personal feeling, it's better to really focus on your area of interest and especially your area of impact. And impact for me is, I think, the most important thing, especially in business. Yeah? So I want to have impact. But then it's important to having really in mind, like, what is the area where you can change something, where you can have impact. And rather doing those things right, instead of always trying to talk about an utopia that is not happening if not anyone is doing something in that direction.